guys, this is Adam from dodjit.com and this is your daily video briefing for Wednesday the 25th of March 2009. What a turnaround we have received in the last 2 weeks of trading. This has been amazing. I'm not talking about days of 1%, 2% gains. I'm talking about trading sessions that we've been witnessing 7% gains, 5% gains. If we look back on the charts and we're looking here roughly around October, November, December, look at the decrease, look at the sessions that we were decreasing down. Look at the candles, look at the size of the candles compared to the ones that were heading higher each time, the days that were increasing. Now let's flip back here now to March and look what's going on. Look at the size of candles that have been appearing on days that we've been increasing compared to the size of candles on our negative days. So this is something really interesting. We've actually bounced off our lowest position. We've really increased higher. Now, this is all coinciding with a little bit of a turnaround. I'm talking about a little bit of an economic turnaround because we've been receiving quite a bit of positive data lately. We received slight increase in inflation. Housing sector is showing slight signs of maybe a bottom. We've got now durable goods that have just come out just before, and they've also showed an increase. We received retail sales from the US. They also showed a slight increase. And if we look across the globe to the various different economies, we can also see, let's say for instance in England, we also received a slight increase in inflation. So basically we are receiving some good data at the moment, but the question is, are we out of the woods? And I wouldn't think so at the moment. What I am looking for now is I'm looking for a pullback. I know we've been really rallying hard up for the last 2 weeks. If we look at our volume on the chart, we can see that our volume is actually declining. So this isn't such a good sign. In addition, what I want to do is I just want to plot a few trend lines, support and resistance levels, and see and show you where we are relevant to our recent trend. So we look carefully, and what I'm going to do is first of all I'm going to just plot this trend line. We did break this trend line coming down. We've broken it. We are also now trading above our SMA 50 moving average, which is also a very, very good sign. You can see we're trading above it at the moment. We've completely cleared it. The only problem is I'm looking at the markets at the moment and I'm thinking to myself like this. All the facts are coming out. We've got housing data that's coming out. We've got inflation that's been showing a slight increase. We've got also retail sales. All the data has been coming out, been showing a slight improvement. We've also received this massive rally. When's the profit taking going to start to take place? That's my question. Because obviously when we're talking about chart patterns, we're not talking about a line that just goes straight up. We're talking about a trend that's going up and then it's going down. It's going up and going down. And that's how we receive our swing trades. Now, at the moment I'm looking at the market and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it's going higher. It's going higher and it looks positive, and you know, what we could be doing is we couldn't be now forming this market bottom. But what I want to see is I do want to see a slight swing. I want to see a slight pullback. It will give me a more comfortable entry point. And if we do receive a higher low, meaning we receive a higher low above this prior low right around here, it's going to give me more confidence to go into the market. So what am I doing at the moment? Basically, we have opened a few long positions. We are heading long with them. I still want to wait to see if we're going to receive this pullback and we're going to head higher. I just want to flip over now to the tech sector, to the Nasdaq. Now, the Nasdaq itself has been a really, really nice sector to be on. I'm talking about technology stocks, of course. And the reason for that is we've been stating it already in quite a few of our articles. Also, I've been stating it on a few of my video briefings. That number one, we did receive this type of double bottom formation around this area right here, as you can see. We have climbed higher. We have been also stating for quite a while that this is the sector to be in if you're going long, if you're a bullish trader. There's a few sectors out there that are looking stronger than other sectors. The problem is, what are we coming up to? We're coming up to this strong resistance level. Now, this is going to really be a problematic level. We can see we're heading higher today, but it's not showing the same type of strength that we saw on Monday. And we're talking about 6% gains, 7% gains. So this is something that I'm looking at the moment. I am looking at this. This looks to be like a trend that I assume we're going to receive some profit taking also on this trend. If we do receive some profit taking, we start to head a little bit lower. Obviously, we're just going to have to keep on following officials' actions to see what they're doing, how they're stimulating the money. I know that the Fed and officials, the government in the US, they've been really throwing in more money into the sector, into the economy, auctioning it off. And you know what they're trying to do is trying to stabilize the financial system. If we are going to look for a pullback, I don't think we're going to see such a pullback. I don't think we're going to see a real massive pullback that's going to come really that far down. We might see it drift slightly lower. I would even be surprised to see if we're even going to reach this level, this support level roughly around here. I don't think so. I think we might even find support roughly around our 50-day moving average if we're going to head lower. Obviously, if the Fed are going to come out, if the different statements from officials, they're going to come out and they're going to continue with all this positive momentum. They're going to continue with the positive news, and we're going to continue to receive economic data that is really pushing the indices higher. So then obviously we could break through this 1,300 mark. I am though expecting a slight pullback beforehand. We're going to just have to take it by ear and see how it plays out. Now the next chart that I want to show you is the dollar index. Now regarding the dollar index, this chart is a little bit more condensed because what I do want to show you is I want to show you a larger trend line that I'm looking at the moment, which is actually starting to form a little bit of support around it. Now basically what happened this week is the dollar really sold off. I'm talking about a massive sell-off. We were expecting something like this. We've been talking already for a while about divergence. We were talking about divergence on this chart. We were talking about divergence that was coming down roughly around here. We've got divergence coming down roughly around here like that. You can see 1 and 2. Let me just show you the two divergence signals that we were looking at. We were looking at this high compared to this one right around here. And we can see that basically the trend was heading higher and wasn't coinciding with our highs on our RSI. So this was something that we pointed out already in our previous sessions. We were expecting a slight drop. We also broke this trend line going up right around here like that. And we were expecting it to go lower. I wasn't expecting it to go lower to such an extent like it dropped. And basically the reason for that is because the Fed came out, they said they're going to start buying up treasuries. Immediately bonds soared higher, the dollar plummeted lower, and basically what happened is we started to receive a massive dollar sell-off. If we look at the individual pairs, we can also see they all raced higher. I'm talking about the euro, I'm talking about the pound, I'm talking about also the Australian dollar. Now what I'm looking at the moment is like this. We have got this massive trend line that is coming up right around here, and we are starting to form a little bit of support around this area. Now we could receive a little bit of a bounce. I wouldn't expect too much out of this because due to the momentum that was going down, I don't think we're going to really see a rally now that's going to continue high. I mean, I'm talking about a dollar rally. I think what we're going to do, we're going to probably pull back slightly, and if we use our Fibonacci tool roughly around here, we can see that we're probably going to pull back to one of these levels. I don't even expect us to pull back to the first level, to the 38.2%, because if we look carefully, we've got this support level roughly around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could head higher roughly to the 84, 85 level, and then obviously we're going to just have to play it by ear and see how the markets are going to continue. Regarding positions that we're taking at the moment, it's like this. First of all, we are long on a few positions. I'm talking about stock positions. Regarding different currency pairs, we are also in a few different pairs. I'm talking about long on the pound against the dollar, and we were long on the euro against the dollar. At the moment, I wouldn't jump into the market as we have especially received this massive rally. I would wait for a pullback, see what happens, and take it by ear. My name is Adam from dodjit.com.